とシグナルから今栗帰りました。スタート、さあスタートはどうか。星野が行きました。そして服部がいいスタートを見せている。中野が内から行った。星野が行く。星野、そして中野が2番手、服部3番手がちょっと遅れているのは高木との手が最悪もかかっている。高木、クラッシュ、ペドロ・デラロサ1コーナー手を上げた。クラベルに沈めた。そしてフライスバーグリー、次々と大クラッシュ、バラバラになっている。これはネクストジャパンチームの番粉々になっています。これは大ハプニング。
Going side by side for that third position with his teammate, but up front it's the pole sitter Matthias Lace gets the early jump.
Oh, we have contact.
Herta spins, and he collects his teammate Ryan Norman.
Colton Herta just up on the high side entering turn 2, then turned down.
As Norman slides down, he almost took Shelby Blackstock with him, but I think he missed him. We'll see if Kellett has any kind of damage. Norman getting collective. Norman coming down, and 3 cars barely miss him. Piedrahita in the yellow car.
Leading the outside line. Here comes Ricky Carmichael behind him. Now they fan out 3 wide as they get into 3.
Wow, those trucks are...
Trouble already. Austin Dillon in it, as well as Johnny Sauter. The 18 of Kyle Busch is also involved.
98. Oh, look at this truck. The 10.
Jennifer Jo Cobb also involved.
Back straightaway, you can see the 51 truck.
The 55
gets a run on Austin Dillon. Austin starts to kind of come over a little bit to block him.
They touch, and then Austin starts wiggling, and then he catches Johnny Sauter up against the wall. Kyle Busch comes along. The 15 of Ted Musgrave with nowhere to go. The 98 of Landon Castle runs into his teammate Johnny Sauter.
Gibt das Rennen direkt frei, und da hat der Alpina so ein bisschen den Start verpennt. Beide Abt-Audis setzen sich gleich mal in Führung. Luca Ludwig biegt als erster ein, und da wird ein Mercedes SLS aber mal richtig getroffen, und der geht mal gleich übers Dach und bleibt kopfüber im Kiesbett liegen. Safety Car ist direkt oben eingeblendet. Kommt dann, zieht ganz nach außen mit den grünen Markierungen. Lance David Arnold trifft da hinten. Dann entsprechend das Auto von Black Falcon. Robert Renauer sitzt da am Steuer, der sich das Cockpit mit Kenneth Hyatt teilen wollte. Aber das sieht nach einem vorzeitigen Ende aus. Bleibt der Kopf über dem Kiesbett liegen.
Quest for racing immortality is underway for the 85th time. The Indianapolis 500 is on, and Scott Sharp jumps into the lead.
Robbie Gordon already very good. Scott Sharp.
He bobbled in turn 1, and he's hitting the walls. Scott Sharp.
Scott Sharp got high coming off of turn 1 as Robbie Gordon was trying to go around the outside of Greg Ray.
Here is his onboard camera.
Oh, you can see he got down just too low going through that corner and lost the thing, went up and slapped it with the right side. Luckily, it stayed near the outside of the racetrack and didn't cross it and get in front of everybody else.
1, 2, 3, 4 wide, but he's got around most of them. He's going to get Coronel into corner 1. No, he's not. He's going to be in trouble, and Farfus is shoved out wide.
No.
So is Daste. Well, 3, 4 Seats got together, and this is Farfus's camera. He picked up a place. Safety car's going to be coming out. I think there's cars everywhere, John, and that's a much worse incident than race 1.
The guy who designed this first corner should be taken in a dart room and beat about the head. That is just... I've never seen anything that bad.
And they're all trying to defend from the Chevrolets, and around the outside comes Farfus, and in the middle, boink, Montero gets bounced out by Janae and straight into Farfus, who then handbrake turns his way back on track.
Momentum, the key when you go through turn 3, because you got such a long straightaway. As Ken's sideways in front of the field, they're piling up behind him.
Well, Matt Kenseth got by with that, I believe. He never touched anything, but Aaron Camarola with major damage on the front of his car. See Matt Kenseth on the inside of Jimmy Johnson, and we keep seeing this over and over and over. We saw it last week at Indianapolis. The car on the outside of Matt Kenseth just pulls him around. No air on the car. This low downforce package makes these cars very
And he's
difficult.
kept onto it. It's side by side, a drag race here down towards Mandarin. Who's going to flinch first? I think Farfus may well have got the lead. Here comes, oh no! Oh, this is going to be a big off! Oh no, that is Fantor, and it's another repeat of a similar accident he had. Very, very fast one. Now, here we go. Well, okay, so it was a concertina effect, and ironically, it was caused, if you like, by Earl Bamber, teammate.
So the M20 boys are trying to get through. Will everybody get through is the question to be answered.
What a jump by Power. Pagano having trouble in the back. Guys are bailing through the chicane. Where will they come out?
Oh, no!
Dixon. That's no good.
Dixon's in the middle of that.
Car upside down. Andretti, I think.
Scott Dixon is in the middle.
All right, you're clear through.
Got Zach Veach. Veach is squeezing him.
He was all over the curb and just tried to ride the curb out. Look at Marco's car goes over the top, but he tried to ride up on that curb.
Veach had to get heat into the rear tyres. That means they're a bit squirrely. As 1, 2, 3 abreast. As we've also got a problem, I think, for Amy at the back of the field. 4 abreast, and that's never going to happen.
Oh, that's a big hit. That is a really big hit. Steve Hunter, that is, coming back to race again, having raced last year and a year before. Thank goodness for that. Steve's out of the car. Really, really a good lad.
They do, and we wait for them to turn off now for the start of the race here in Portimao. Oh, and a terrible start from Petrov. He's stalled. All of the drivers somehow managing to... Oh! And a huge incident at the back. I spoke too early about everybody avoiding him. A huge incident from the back then on your right-hand side. Look at the blue and white car. That's Michael Herc. He'll pull over onto the left. He's got the iSport cars ahead of him, and as they all pull out of the way, there's Petrov and Herc just not even seeming to react to the fact that Petrov wasn't moving. There's so much movement around the track, perhaps sensing that maybe Petrov had got...
Von hinten kommt Ivan Moller und es ist Tom Chilton.
Da lehnen sich die Herrschaften aber schön ineinander an.
Ja, fahren die nächste Kurve wird eng und da ist Tarquini raus. Schwerer Abflug von Gabriele Tarquini und der Franz Engstler donnert rein.
Scheibenkreis, da hat das gescheppert. Mein lieber
Tarquini wurde voll auf die Hörner genommen, hat sich fast überschlagen. So, vielleicht aus der Perspektive. Er kriegt einen Schlag von Ivan Moller. Der dreht ihn um. Und schlechter Aufprallwinkel hier für Gabriele Tarquini, der sogar Michelis noch trifft. Und Franz Engstler hat keine Chance auszuweichen, knallt gleich zweimal in den Honda Civic.
And a straightforward start. Our pole man gets out there, but look at Brian Scott in the 2.
Already have trouble down in turn 1. 3, 4, 5 cars.
Oh boy. David Starr negotiates his way through pretty effectively there.
You certainly have to think that there might have been, well, I was going to say contact, but that doesn't look like contact.
That's pretty late to get, to start. It's so tough, guys. That car, the 66 car, is already turned all the way around basically. So a little bit.
Maybe there was some there.
David Starr getting into Benny Gordon.
Yeah.
I didn't see the initial contact, but I might want to look at it one more time.
Couple of cars scattering. One car goes around. It's one of the MyJack cars, I do believe. We've had a couple of cars in the weeds already. One of the Forsyth cars goes around. That's Tracy throwing up a rooster tail of dirt. As he has problems, Derek, he's knocked the front wing off that car.
Okay, here's the big one coming towards you. Here is the big one. Trying to see what happens. Tracy and Bourdais. Oh. Just as he was out of the picture.
That's the Ranger incident that happened behind the big wreck that involved Bourdais and Tracy when Tracy went up in the air. Here it is.
Okay, now, whatever happened, Tracy touched wheels. I'm going to guess it was with Bourdais. Tracy flies right over the top. I'm going to guess they got squeezed.
He leads them round to the green flag. For the first time, season 2010 underway. A defending champion, Matt Kingsley, looking up the inside, makes contact with Sven Boykarts and goes hard into the wall. The past 2 champions have crashed in turn 1.
Not sure if that was just a little bit of a misjudgment pulling out there by Matt Kingsley. Let's have a look. It gets air, and more than likely, he's got no brakes now, would have ripped the brake lines out. You can see suspension damage already. He's out of control, and fortunately, they're both okay. But a big crash off the start line at Mount Panorama.
You can see the Armco take the impact there, but massive damage to the front of the
right from the start, which was a wise move. There's Rob Half just staying out of traffic.
going to the outside there, and here is that first corner, first major corner that is, and it's going to be an easy ride, it should be, for Timo Scheider, and that's it, it's not an easy ride for the 68, and round he goes, that's Erlascher, and a big pile-up involving car number 74, Pepe Oriola. Here's have a look what happened. Pepe Oriola, he was already, he hit the barrier early on, so that's what turned around.
Already out of shape.
Erlascher and Oriola, I think, in many ways.
Ricardo mit seinem Teamkollegen Jean-Eric Bern. Tabellenführer Michael Alessi nur auf dem 10. Startplatz. So geht's los. Ganz, ganz schlechter Start. Oh, da hat's. Meine Herren, was hat der Lancaster da angestellt? Da hat John Lancaster aber mal richtig eingegriffen. Also, da so aus der Bahn zu kegeln. Schauen Sie doch einmal hin. Quere kommen, durchdrehende Räder, korrigiert dann, schlenkert durch die Gegend, weil der Gegenpendler natürlich kommt, wenn man so wüst am Lenkrad sägt. Und Daniel Ricciardo, der Mann aus Perth, mit dem wir jetzt unterwegs sind, wenn der überhaupt was gedacht hat, dann war es nicht druckreif. Versucht auszuweichen, wird dann...
dans cette formation de la course pour l'instant. Donc, dans ce moment, tout le monde accroché par le pilote qui était donc
Trouble back straight away. Car around. That was Bobby Labonte's second week in a row.
A lot of cars around.
Jeff
That's a
Gordon,
huge
the 24,
wreck.
Matt Kenseth in the 17. Remember, this
They're
is what
still
happened to
wrecking.
Bobby Labonte early in the race at Las Vegas.
They're still wrecking back there.
Kurt Busch, our points leader in the 97 car. Like you showed in the beginning in the points, Bobby Labonte's not even in the top 35 right now.
Oh, it was Casey Mears that got loose first.
I think that really started a little further up with those guys reacting to what they saw.
For Bobby Labonte, though, who has won here 6 times.
Nico Prost on the run down to turn 1. He's not quite able to do so. Tucks in behind Nico Prost. How aggressive is he going to be? Coming down into turn 3. Into the left-hander. He goes side by side. Oh, he hit him. I don't believe it. The 2 championship contenders out at turn 1. And that means Degrassi would win the championship on countback. Can you believe it's happened immediately?
Nico Prost in the second of those cars in front, the Renault Edams cars. Yeah, I mean, he was feathering and braking. I honestly think, I think they braked early, but that doesn't negate that you've got to avoid.
グリーンフラッグが吹かれる99フォーミュラ日本クライマックス風よりも速く走り抜けろ今最終戦チャンピオン決定戦のスタートコロネルがぐらついた本山真ん中から本山しかしトップはラルフ・ファーマントップコロネルと本山こんなシーンを見たくはなかった
左に振って本山の方がもう前に出てますね、本山の方が1車身前に出てそこにトムが入ってきてんですね
うちにミハエル・クルムのマシンもありましたが、それでもこのコロネルの動き乗っちゃってますからね2人がもつれ合うように1コーナーグラベル砂塵を巻き上げてタイヤバリアへ
1975 IROC race. I started in the back row alongside Bobby Allison, and we were both trying to get a jump at the start. I was in the black car.
David Pearson making a bold move up in the middle of the pack as Jody Scheckter in the gold number 16 jumps into the lead. And we've got an accident off the start. That's Bobby Allison, number 4, on the wall. And Bobby Unser, number 11, bangs into the wall. And my goodness, look at Bobby Unser's Camaro. Absolutely caved in on the right side. He's trapped in.
Und Jérôme D'Ambrosio. So geht's dann los. Und da hinten knallt's mächtig.
weil einer aufgestiegen ist, ausgerollt ist, ein Auto zur Hälfte abrasiert an der Boxenmauer. Hier schaut es jetzt sicherlich noch dramatischer aus, gleich aus der Perspektive. Bam. Und das kann auch schnell mal wehtun bei demjenigen, der aufs Korn genommen wird, bei Sakon Yamamoto. Der natürlich jetzt alle Muskeln anspannt und wartet und hofft, dass ihm keiner trifft und prompt.
Colton Herta gets very defensive all the way up against the wall, but he got a good start. He should be at the apex first, but they're fanned out 5 wide.
He goes in deep, really deep. Power. There's a concertina effect. There's 3 cars, 4 cars.
Zach Veach is part of that. It looks like James Hinchcliffe. No damage to the 2 cars. We see the replay. There goes Rosenquist. You can see Graham gets into Veach. Veach hits Hinchcliffe hard. And Connor Daly just an innocent victim along with Spencer Piggott.
So listen, very much in the vein here. This is what it's going to look like for Rahal. Have a listen.
Yeah, I got to put that all. I got to put that all on Graham, and he accepted.
Coulthard puts the power. Watch the McLaren in the background. There he goes across the track, into the wall, across the path of Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Off go the wheels. Into the Armco goes David. Damon Hill goes through. There's Eddie Irvine's Ferrari being hit by Mika Salo's arrows, which also hits David Coulthard's McLaren, which had already been virtually written off. Tuero just hit somebody's front wing. There's an arrows in front of us. I should think at least 10 cars have been really badly affected by that crash.